Last night I was able to loosen up the nuts on the back shock and was able to, turned out it really wasn't that bad to get loose. I tapped the socket on pretty good. Had to get back and forth a few times off and on to get the rust off it, but then it did loosen up and I got this new shock on. Had to pry the other one off. Didn't want to get it too harsh on it, but it did come off pretty good. The top came off actually quite easy. I was able to move it back and forth to get the bottom off. So then I was looking around, and what I'm learning is when you work on your own vehicle, you notice other things that you can take care of. So I thought that it sounded like my muffler was loose, but then when it was cool, I felt it and it seemed fine. But I've noticed, I don't know if we can see it here, the hanger, when they cut off the other one, they didn't use the new hanger to connect it. They connected it in back, and therefore it vibrates against the old hanger piece that's left. And I'm sure that's what I'm hearing. It's that vibration. Also, I noticed that the muffler was not connected. The hooks on each side were not put up into the rubber thing. So I don't know if it just wouldn't fit. I don't know if it can't, maybe it can be pushed up and connected. I don't know why it's lower than what it was with the other. It's been about 2 years since the new muffler system was put on. I didn't do it, so I don't really know the status of what occurred. So I'm going to investigate that, see if I can push it up, see where it's connected in front, and see if I can get it back up into the hanger where it's supposed to be. So one little project leads to another, but we have 3 shocks on. Oh, I forgot to mention that when I was pulling the bolts out of the bottom here, on one side, they said it was 18 millimeter. I ended up using 17. And on this side, I ended up using a 16 millimeter to get the shock off. So I think it's rust. I think the more rusting occurs, you have to go down in socket size. That makes sense. So the main thing is I was careful and didn't strip it or round it out. Okay, also connected this with some painted aluminum bent over. So there's like a couple layers there. So I'm not sure how the painted aluminum is going to hold up. Well, that'll be interesting. And then I've been Z-zipping as I go, so it's more protected against rust. And that's why it looks, you can tell it looks different, it looks darker, more vibrant. Looks like it's protected better. Okay, I can't work on this now, but later on I'll try to fix the hangers, and we're ready to put the wheel back on too. And then we can start on the other side. Can't wait to try it out, see how, and the shock was totally dead. You put it wherever you put it, that's where the shock stayed, so it was a goner.